Welcome to the Best by the Worst. The best movies of all time, reviewed by the worst possible critics. If you don't believe us, keep listening to find out.
Oh, are we starting before you get the beers?
Yes, we're starting before I get the beers. I've got a little surprise for you today.
Oh, thanks, Barrett, and welcome back to the Aleks podcast.
I want your reaction live on film.
Okay. Juicy in it. Hazy IPA. It's a big juicy kangaroo.
I got you an Australian beer for an Australian podcast.
Oh. I love it. Looks amazing. It's a big jacked up kangaroo on the front.
Yes. So this is brewed by Hogo Culture Brewing.
Not Hogo, just Hog.
Oh, Hog. I misread it. They're from the Perth Hills.
Oh.
New brewery that's open.
Have you had their beers before?
Never.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me even more excited. They're about to try a new brewery
The
together.
guy at Main Liquor recommended it.
Proudly West Australian grown.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm even more impressed.
For anyone on the video, it's got a big kangaroo on the front.
Mate, real boy?
Oh, yeah.
7.1% too. It's a spicy meatball.
Yeah.
Oh, that is thick and hazy. Man. It's like the eclair from Simpsons. Light cannot pierce through it.
Oh, man. Yeah, we've got to face this towards the camera.
Oh, I can smell it from here. Oh, that's a
Cheers, boy.
boy. Cheers, Ziggies.
That does what it says on the box. It's a juice train.
That's delicious. Also, do you like my new jumper?
That's my jumper.
It's my jumper. You heard it here first.
You said you were cold. I lent you a jumper, and then you were claiming to have stolen it.
Story doesn't check out. Welcome back, Barrett. How you been?
I've been good.
It's been far too long.
It's been a couple of weeks, and I'm wearing the jumper.
You are?
I went to Pirate Life.
Oh, actually, yeah. We haven't talked about your little Pirate Life trip.
Yeah.
Can you please run us through, first, what the competition was, how you won it. I'm just going to get that out there. And then what the result was.
It was a competition of who could drink the most South Coast Pale Ales in Australia, and clearly I won that. What did I win? I won at the pub, just filling out those little tickets they give you when you buy a pint.
And just so everyone's aware, Barrett goes to this pub, 6 days a week? So it was inevitable that he was going to win this competition.
I won a trip to Adelaide.
It was good.
Yeah, I went to the source, Pirate Life Brewing.
So you won a Pirate Life competition to go to Pirate Life in South Australia.
Yes.
All expenses paid.
Yes.
To a brewery.
Yes.
And you had a +1.
Yes.
And who did you take?
My wife.
And does she or does she not drink beer?
She does not. But it is lucky that everything was on the house. So she got to drink mixers all night, and I got to drink 8% IPAs, and I almost died.
I think you dogged the boys.
This is the closest I've been to death in a while.
I can't wait to ask the boys, when Josh comes back to be a guest, whether or not you dogged the boys.
Oh, no.
I think he'll agree with me that you dogged the boys.
Do you want to hear a funny story about Pirate Life?
Yeah.
They're going to hate me saying this. They dogged the boys. They used to give... I can't give away too much information because I don't want to bring anyone unstuck. They gave our local bottle shop discounts to help them compete with some of the bigger breweries, and then they just stopped doing it. So they don't stock them anymore.
So that's why they don't stock them.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they sold out anyway, so I just assume that's why the independent shops just stopped selling their junk.
CUB ruined them. But when I was at Pirate Life, I did see they've got a wall of all the old labels, and I reminisced over some of the great beers that they've had over the years.
Do you remember the, what's the Aussie
Oh, golden era.
golden era.
Golden era, yeah. Brewed with the Hilltop Hoods.
The Hilltop Hoods, that's right. That was a good beer.
It was a fantastic beer.
I love how I just had to say Aussie and you got what I was putting down.
Yeah. I bought a whole slab of that.
I still remember when, like, we love beers. Our whole group loves beers. But I remember the pivot point when we went off Pirate Life. And it wasn't when they got bought out. It was when they hyped up that strawberry IPA. You remember that?
Yes.
They hyped up the strawberry IPA like it was going to be the next big thing. And so we all got on the train because we were Pirate Life whores. And then we went to Maine and had to line up for ages just to get a little taste of this strawberry IPA. And how was it, Barrett?
I didn't get to drink it.
Yep. Well, let me tell you, I did, and I waited in line, and it was dog shit. Zupin's waited even longer.
Do you remember what happened to my strawberry IPA?
No.
Nick drank it.
Oh, that's right, he did.
He got drunk, came on,
And he drank it. Yeah, because another one of our friends, Zupins, he waited even longer than I did, and he got like 2 kegs of it. Not kegs, growlers on it. And he was so disappointed. I've never seen a human being so disappointed in a beer. And he's never touched Pirate Life since.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, we should probably talk about our actual podcast.
Well,
The best part, the worst.
yeah, the best part of the worst. You probably gathered by now that we're talking about beers for an extended period of time because we don't really want to talk about the movie.
Movie was fucking terrible. Let's just get it out.
All right, I'll intro it. 1953 Best Picture, From Here to Eternity. And my God, it felt like eternity to watch. It had a budget of $1.7 million or $20 million today.
Yep.
Everyone's dead.
Yep.
Although I did notice in the actors when I was checking who was in it, Francis Albert Sinatra,
Yeah.
famous singer.
Frank Sinatra was in it.
He is, yes. I thought I'd include a new section in my little run through.
Oh, yeah?
The runner-up movies. Because
Yes. Yes,
gonna
we talked a lot about the runner-up
we're
movie.
going to start hearing probably some big movies. And I thought it's probably about the right era that we can start to name some of them and everyone will, oh, that's why that didn't win or such and such. So I know one of the runner-up movies.
Oh, okay.
Julius Caesar was a runner-up movie.
Okay. Yep.
The Robe,
Yep.
Roman Holiday,
Yep.
and Shane.
Real Roman theme to those movies.
Never heard of any of them apart from Julius Caesar. And I could not tell you what that movie was about. Probably about Julius Caesar.
No, I think it was about cooking.
The plot that I had written down, it is an army boxing movie with one fight.
I don't even know how to describe the movie besides it being a snooze fest. I think it was... I try maybe to be like an insight on like the American Army and like being in it and what it's like to be in it. Try and link it to some kind of, nationalism and pro-army stuff maybe. I'm just trying to like picture like what was going through people's heads at the time to really resonate with this movie so much.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe this was post-World War II.
Yeah, what year was Pearl Harbor bombed?
44?
Do you reckon it was like 43, 44? So for about 10 years.
Yeah, so I guess like the whole American, Army, was probably pretty high.
Yeah.
And so like they could just connect with loving the Army in a movie about being in the Army, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that was really what the movie was about. It was just about a bunch of guys that were stationed at like an Army base, essentially.
In Hawaii.
In Hawaii, and it was before Pearl Harbor, like just before Pearl Harbor. And so it's really like the ins and outs of their lives being in the Army, right? So I wasn't really focused on training, fighting enemies or anything like that. It was really just what it was like being in the Army on a base before anything actually happens, I guess.
Yes.
That was really the movie.
Yeah.
It was more of a soap opera about being in the Army than anything, right?
Yes.
It's kind of what it was.
Nailed it.
Yeah. And it was shit.
Tell us what you really think.
It was just shit. Some parts were okay, but honestly, the last 10 minutes of the movie, and if you haven't put up what we're putting down, it's right before Pearl Harbor. When I say right before Pearl Harbor, I mean it's right before Pearl Harbor. So the last 10 minutes, exciting, cool.
Yeah, but it didn't go anywhere. The excitement just started.
Yeah, then the end of the movie happens.
Yeah.
But also, my one fun fact. So you mentioned Frank Sinatra, right? So did you read about how he got into the movie?
No.
So I was like, well, what's Frank Sinatra doing here? Anyway, I did a bit of research, and it said here, well, it's widely, I guess it's an accusation or assumed, but anyway, it's apparently rejected by former people, but I think it happened. Frank Sinatra got the role by means of his alleged mafia connections. So apparently at the time, like, he was well renowned for having mafia connections, and then he pulled some strings to get this random movie role, because let's face it, he's not an actor, and he was quite old even in this. And he got the role.
Of course.
Yeah. Some dodgy mafia connections.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's my fun fact.
But wait, you've got more facts, right?
What do you have for more facts?
What do you got from 1953?
Yeah, this is the only exciting part. And honestly, it was a little bit, wasn't too many exciting things happening in 1953. Well, it depends how you look at it. I say that, I'm about to say something that's pretty intense. So Harry Truman announces the hydrogen bomb. Also this year.
Hang on. He announced it. This is like 5, 6, 7 years after he dropped it.
No, that was a nuclear bomb. This is a hydrogen bomb.
Didn't they drop one of each?
No,
Well, I'm going to fact check you on that.
you can. So there was 2 nuclear bombs.
Yes.
Small boy.
Yeah, they were two different types of bombs. One was a hydrogen bomb and one was a nuclear bomb.
No, they were both nuclear bombs.
I'm guessing, or maybe one was a different type of nuclear bomb.
Maybe. One was big, one was little.
I don't have my phone to Google. You're going to have to Google this.
Oh, fine. Okay, well, fact check me. Okay. Little boy, the same bomb. Oh, 2 different types of atomic bombs. Little boy was a gun-type weapon with a uranium core, while Fat Man was an implosion-type device with a plutonium core.
Ah,
So they were different,
Not
but not hydrogen. So anyway, Harry Truman announces hydrogen bomb. The USSR also announced the hydrogen bomb. And they explode one.
ooh,
Yeah, spicy. Also, Stalin has a stroke and dies.
Stalin.
Joseph Stalin, leader of the USSR.
Ah, yes, right there.
There we go, moustache.
Yes.
There you go. Korea War ends and Korea is divided. And so now we have North Korea and South Korea.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess I really played down the things that happened this year.
Yeah,
But
anyway, that's some big things. So Stalin took over from Hitler, I take it? No, that's the wrong country. Stalin is Germany. No, Hitler's Germany.
What are you talking about?
Stalin's Russia. Well, USSR then. All right. Was Stalin in the war?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only talked about it in every year from 1938 to
I don't
1946.
listen to what you talk about.
Oh, you shouldn't need me to tell you. You're 38 years old.
I'm not that old.
No, I'm not
7 years old.
Oh, yeah?
No.
Oh. Look. And Australia fact, oil discovered in the Exmouth Gulf off the coast of WA.
What?
Do we extract that? What's that for us now?
No idea. I know we do a lot of gas. Well, there's oil and gas.
North.
But is there
This is...
Exmouth? I don't know if there's any rigs out of Exmouth.
I guess we get fact checked. Anyway.
Someone will be shouting at their radio right now. One of our 7 listeners will be mad.
Yeah.
A, about me not knowing the right country to say. B, about us not knowing what minerals we mine.
You thinking Stalin took over Hitler. That was my person favorite, but okay. All right, let's get this movie out of the way, boy. Feel like this is going to be a quick one, but a good one.
I've got pages and pages of notes, so hang on.
Oh, Jesus.
Fun fact number 1. This was based on a novel of the same name. The novel was all fictional characters. So I guess the movie is fictional as well.
Yeah, I guess so. It didn't strike me as being real.
All right. We have an opening scene of a military base. A young man is marching. He's arriving. He is nicknamed Prue. I don't remember what his rank was.
Yep. No.
Anyways, we'll just call him Prue. He's transferred from the Bugle Corps and then starts playing pool. Is immediately told you're not allowed to have fun till after dinner.
Had to ask this. What's a bugle?
Oh, it's I don't know how to describe it without making the sound.
Or just make the sound.
No, I feel like I don't want you to make. No, I feel like it'd be disrespectful. It is like a trumpet, but it doesn't have the buttons. And if you've ever heard any kind of in Australia, any kind of World War II or no World War.
How about just
World
the
War-
Anzac Day trumpet?
Yeah, that's World War One, isn't it? Yes, World War One. Yes. What do you call them? Anzac Day ceremony. The trumpet sound that plays.
During the minute of silence.
Yes. No, well, not before the minute of silence.
It's during the minute of silence.
Well, I guess they play it and then they're silent and they play it again. I'm really butch. I'm making you mad tonight. Lucky I got you a good beer.
Are you born here?
Anyways, the trumpet thing that they play, that's a bugle. He starts playing pool. He's immediately told by this guy that there's no fun till after dinner, essentially. And we find out this guy is the sergeant of the military base. And he brings him to see the captain of the
He was
military.
the captain, yeah.
So Prue gets grilled on why he transferred. And he basically says, he was a really, really good bugle player. Someone got a promotion over him. That's why he's transferred. So he's basically gone from the music division to the active military division and taken a rank cut at the same time. So it's not making sense.
Yeah, he got fingered, didn't he?
Yeah. He gets told that there's a boxing,
Yeah.
I guess, boxing group.
Yeah, they were really big into boxing.
Yeah, they set it to keep the morale up between men. He said he doesn't want to fight because he's hurt someone in the past. Right, not to brag, but kind of a good fighter, and has injured someone.
Yeah, he blinded his friend, as it turns out. So,
Yeah.
he just hit him in the face, nothing like crazy, and blinded him.
Yep.
Yeah. And now he'll never pick up the gloves again.
Boom, boom, boom.
Foreshadowing.
Can you make a bugle sound, please?
No, I've been bleeped out enough. Can I do it, but then you bleep me out, but you bleep me up to the sound of the bugle?
No, I don't edit this podcast anymore. Oh, God. The only editing I do is to cut out things that you say. And I can't actually do that anymore because we don't have the editing software I used to use because they made it paid. So now anything not go wrong, do not make a slip. Anything anyone says is now in here.
Not make a whoopsie daisy. Until we go to podcast, but wouldn't tell them what it's called.
Oh, perfect. A girl arrives at the military base. Her name is Karen. She's looking for her husband. Her husband is out, but it turns out her husband is the captain.
Yeah.
So we've met Prue, who's the bugle player, come boxer,
Yeah.
come military person. We've met the captain, and we've met the sergeant who reports to the captain.
Yeah,
So, like,
and the
the-
captain's wife.
And the captain.
And very quickly, they start talking about the captain's wife as being a hoe, to summarize it very quickly.
Yes.
She's like, pretty girl, all that sort of stuff, but we're not really understanding why she's considered a hoe,
Yes.
because they're talking badly about her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Turns out she's cheated on him in the past.
Yeah. Without knowing more yet, that's what they are saying, but she's not saying that, just others are saying that. But
Captain sort of says that, I can't believe you did this. He's going on about it.
yeah, I guess. Yeah, fair
It
enough.
doesn't really we confirm it later in the movie, but
Yeah, we'll get to that.
anyways. So, well, I put a question mark after that. He has cheated on her. Maybe he cheated on her. I don't know. Anyway,
All right, we talked about it too much. I'm going to explain it. So, as it turns out, he is definitely cheating on her and is a bit of a booze hound too. But also, what it turns out to be was, I don't know the exact, when things happen when, but if you listen to her version of events, he was cheating on her and he was a booze hound. Anyway, she was tolerating it. And she got pregnant because she was really trying to, or at least maybe thought it wasn't going to happen. And then it happened. And then while he was boozing around all drunk, she started having bad pains, went to the hospital. He couldn't actually help her do it because he was drunk on the couch or something like that.
Yep.
And she had a stillbirth.
Yep.
And obviously she was like all devastated and he was an idiot about it because he wasn't even there. And I don't think afterwards he was very good either. And so then she kind of like broke loose and slept with a bunch of dudes.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And their relationship's not been good ever since, essentially.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
So we then cut to a scene of Prue playing pool. The company's been giving him a tough time for not joining the boxing group.
Yeah.
Then there's a montage of training, marching, guns, etc. He's just getting the wrong end of this. No, what's the saying? He's getting shafted, essentially.
Yeah, hazed.
Hazed, yeah.
Yeah.
He puts his gun together and they say the sight's not good enough, and then he has to do 4 laps of the oval or something, and, all this stuff. The sergeant goes to the captain's house to get him to sign some paperwork. He's not home, but Karen is home. There's a whole lot of sexual tension going on, and they end up kissing. So now the sergeant has kissed the captain's wife. He says a real funny sentence there. I hate to see a beautiful woman go to waste.
Yeah.
This is going to jump around a bit, and we're going to power through some of this.
Yeah.
The boys are going out in the town.
Yep.
Because it's payday. Prue doesn't want to go, but he eventually caves into peer pressure and goes out.
Yep.
Then we cut to a scene, and the sergeant is with the captain's wife on the beach. They're making out.
Yeah, so look, they're fooling around. And I think I read somewhere as well that, what he was doing was quite egregious, like not just regular, sleeping with someone else's wife.
Adultery?
Yeah, I think he could go to jail, basically, was what they were saying. So I think if they got caught, which is why they were sticking around so much,
Yeah.
besides the obvious, was that he could actually go to prison.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Prue picks up a girl at the bar, and her name is Lorraine.
Yep.
He tells her about the trouble he's been having in the military with, the hazing and bits and pieces.
Yep.
And then he tells her how he hit his friend and made him blind. Do you just want me to keep powering through this? Not a lot is happening. That's why there's not much to say on these points. But
Yeah, I've zoned out during this part. I'm Googling just nonsense.
Prue is cleaning the floor of the gym.
Yep.
One of the guys kicks over a bucket of water. That starts a fight, essentially. And then
Yeah.
Prue...
Guys, like all movie long, trying to goad him into fighting.
Yes.
And Prue's just not doing any of it. He cops a lot of shit, but then he's got a breaking point each time too.
Yes.
And then he keeps getting punished by the captain because he expects Prue to apologize to the other guy who's in a superior position. And Prue's like, nah, no way.
Yeah.
And just keeps punishing him by making him run and do all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, yep.
Threatens the court martial in too. After
Correct,
one of
yeah.
those occasions.
Yeah, that's the exact moment.
And old mate, what was the guy's name? The one that's sleeping with the captain's wife? He's the other main character.
Marshall. He is Sergeant Milton.
Milton, so that's the other main guy. He's the second in command to the captain, whatever that makes him, and talks him out of court-martialing Prue.
Correct, yeah. Then we cut back to more drinking in a bar. There's a great scene where there's a guy playing the bugle, and then, what's his name? Prue says, that's not how you play a bugle, picks it up and slays.
Nails it.
I did have a point to put in there. Montgomery Clift.
Yep.
He was the actor that played Prue. He learned to play the bugle and to box
Oh.
for the movie. So he learned both of those things, even though he knew he would be dubbed over. So you were right when you shouted out. I bet you that's not him.
But why did he waste his time then?
I think so he could be more authentic to the role.
Okay. Fair play.
It was really good playing. Like, I think you like learn it, but what was played would be like mastering it. Yeah, we could have done it. Don't make me buy you one and make you play the last post. That's what the song's called.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, you are Australian.
I've redeemed myself. I've lost 7 points and I've got back 1.
Perfect.
Right.
And also in that scene, after he plays that, he gets his friend, so Frank Sinatra, gets into a fight with Fatso.
Yeah, his name's Maggio?
Maggio.
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 Maggio, right? Maggio, like the noodles? Are they Margie noodles?
Maggie. Maggie?
I've called them
I always
Maggie.
called them Maggie.
I've called them Maggie noodles my whole life. Maybe they're Margie noodles.
Margie, yeah, maybe.
Plot twists. Could that be the most exciting discovery we've had tonight?
I'm going to have to do some research.
Right.
So, yeah, he says Fatso is like there's a bigger guy, I guess, obviously. Anyway, he says something to Maggio that pisses him off. Something about his sister. Anyway, so the Maggio clobbers him over the back of the head with a chair.
Yep.
And then Fatso is like, all right, let's do this thing. Pulls out a knife.
Yes.
And then they're like tussling a little. And then, what's the guy's name? The one that's sleeping with Haddon's wife? I've forgotten him already.
Just call him Sergeant.
Sergeant
Milton.
Milton, that's right. He steps in, stops it.
Yep.
But clearly there's tension between Fatso and Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
Yep.
If anyone is still following this, I'm amazed because this is a confusing plot. But wrap it up, boy. Just remember, not much has happened.
Not really.
So, anyways, they've gotten a fight.
Yep.
He essentially what's his name? Maggio. What'd you say? Maggio gets drunk. He's supposed to be on guard. He ends up with 6 months in the stockade, which is kind of like prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess who's the head of the prison? Fatso. We don't remember his name, but he gets called Fatso. Like,
His nickname's Fatso.
a heap of times in the movie. So
It's funny too because it's not really even that fat. But,
no,
you know.
he's just a solid unit.
Yeah. But I guess, that's what fat people were back then, when, the food was clean and people were healthy and didn't have to work 12-hour, 10-hour days.
Yes, yeah.
Also, I just want to call it out here. I've noticed in these old movies a lot, especially like, when they've got all these female characters supposed to be like the hot, sexy characters, but they all smoke. I hate smoking. Just find it really gross.
Yeah,
But it puts me off.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
I mean, look, we've got some friends that are listeners that smoke. I still, love you all, but a little less because of the smoking.
Wait, does that mean I love more because I don't smoke?
Well, not necessarily.
Wow. Anyways, I'm going to punch out the next few facts. Prue wants to marry Lorraine. She says no. Yeah, doesn't want to marry a soldier. We find out that the captain knows that his wife is cheating, but he doesn't know with who.
Yeah, we're so certain it was a civilian too because, she wouldn't be so ballsy, but
Yeah.
clearly. Oh, and they also almost get caught, Milton and her. They go to some little cabana thing and, a couple of army guys rock up, not sure who, but anyway, they had to slip out the back.
Yep. The captain promotes Sergeant Milton. He doesn't know that he's sleeping with his wife.
Yeah.
Then a fight breaks out. Well, anyways, they're training. This is the next day.
Oh, yeah.
They're training. A fight breaks out. Prue is involved in this fight. It's the guy that he's been having problems with all along with the kick the bucket of water over the boxing guy.
Yeah. So finally having fisticuffs.
Yes, this is the fight because we're a boxing movie. We're finally at the fight.
Yeah.
Prue just takes most of the hits.
Yeah.
And then gets angry enough, stands up for himself, and then blocks him.
Yeah, because he's punching the body, he's refusing to punch the face.
Yeah.
And then he just cracks it eventually, and yocks him good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so then, instead of getting in trouble again, they finally stick up for Prue and say that, no, old mate started it.
Yep. Then they're on the beers again.
Yeah, back on the beers.
Back on the beers again, where that night we're on the beers. They're drunk, sitting in the middle of the road. You remember I said how the camera was just following this scene perfectly, and I was like, oh man, that is the exact feeling you get when you're drunk.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because he was drunk.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. The actor, Clift, was in Montgomery Clift. He actually got drunk for that scene.
Wow, it reminds me of the Apocalypse Now. You ever seen Apocalypse Now?
No.
Of course not.
I've not seen any movies.
Anyway. I want to get into it.
Except for the ones we watched
You want to get the
together.
reference?
And then who pops up?
Maggio.
Oh,
Frank Sinatra.
yeah. What's happened to him?
He's not in a good way. No, he's clearly like escaped and he's all buggered up and dies.
Yeah.
Dies in Prue's arms.
Dies in Prue's arms. And who's injured him?
Fatso.
Fatso finally got him.
Yeah, Fatso got him, starved him or something, eh?
Yes. The actor, okay, you're going to see him in an upcoming movie because he's the star in Marty.
Fatso?
Yeah.
Oh.
But his name is Ernest, the actor.
But you know what? If my name was Ernest, I'd just roll with Fatso.
And if he was getting ready to film Marty, this is a few years later,
Yeah.
and he went to the Bronx. I don't know what Marty's about. I'm sure we'll find out. But he went to the Bronx to help get into character. And he almost got beaten up by a local gang because he killed Sinatra.
Wow.
Yeah, they were that upset from what they saw in the movie that they hated him as an actor so much that they wanted to kill him.
Man, people are dumb.
And
They're so dumb.
all right. Prue is obviously upset that his mate's dead, and he plays the morning bugle, crying. Kind of a nice moment, but sad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a pretty cool scene. And then he decides to take matters into his own hands.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He corners Fatso.
Wasn't corner, actually. Sees him just on like a big open street with people in the middle of the day. He goes, can I talk to you? And Fatso's like, yeah, you can talk to me. And Prue goes, can we just go around the corner? And Fatso's like, yeah, sure, it doesn't seem dicey at all. And so they go down an alleyway where no one can see them. And then they start talking. And Prue's like confronting him about obviously killing Maggio or Frank Sinatra. And so Fatso's like, all right, you want a piece of me? And pulls out a knife again, because that's what Fatso does. And so then Prue pulls out his own knife. Yeah. And they have a little knife fight. Yeah.
I don't know if it was a fight or a dance.
It was funny, to say the least. They're like jumping around. And Fatso's like 3 times the size of Prue. So it's kind of like throwing Prue around, like a tussle. But then like Prue gets away and he's like doing his little jump kick things. And I don't know what he's doing. But anyway, kills Fatso.
Yeah, Fatso's dead. And
Yep.
Prue's not doing too well himself.
No, so Fatso gets stabbed and dies. Prue gets like sliced but doesn't die. But clearly now there's a crime and old mate's dead. And so Prue's hiding with his missus.
Yeah.
And they're nursing him back to health. But they're on the hunt, obviously, for the murderer. And so Prue doesn't want to come back because clearly he's been cut and get connected to the crime.
Yes.
And so he goes the AWOL train.
Yes.
And what does AWOL stand for?
Away without leave. Absent.
Away without.
Leave.
There's not the O. So without's one word. Away without.
Orders. I don't know. I know you told me this like 20 minutes ago.
I guess we'll never know.
Can you please tell the audience? Don't leave them hanging.
I can't, Barrett, because I have also forgotten what the O was.
Are you sure it's not? Oh no, it can't be without.
No, I'm right. I've just forgotten. Hang on.
I can't wait for it to be away without leave.
Absent without official leave.
All right. All right. So because Prue is missing, I presume they've done some sort of investigation into him because it doesn't really explain. But all of a sudden, the captain is in the ship for how Prue's been treated. All this hazing and bits and pieces all catching up with him, and he's told to resign.
Yeah, so he fucks off. New guy comes in. Everything's right again. Part of kind of missed, a little glossed over, is Milton and the captain's wife. They were supposed to like run away together or something, maybe, but then they didn't.
And they didn't because the captain resigned. Then he was moving back to the mainland America. So the wife had to go with him. And then she was sort of banking on him submitting this paperwork to be a captain himself or something.
But he doesn't.
But he doesn't. And then they can't be together and then they break up. Anyways. There you go. Moving right along. Prue is a drunk now. He's just lying on the couch drinking.
I don't know. He's just chilling at home, nursing himself back to health. I mean, that's kind of what we do, and we don't have a big gash.
I love the way you said big gash then.
Yeah, from the knife.
Yeah, perfect. We then cut to a scene of the platoon. What you call them? Platoon? The army group.
I'd call him the MASH.
And we start hearing, what does MASH stand for?
The TV show MASH?
Yeah, but what does it stand for?
I have no idea.
I suppose it's probably an acronym, right?
That's a good point, actually.
I know the first word is probably medical.
Oh. All right, you get a shot at this. I'm going to give you one hint. It's not medical.
Military?
Wrong.
Nah.
Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Yeah, MASH.
There you go.
Anyways, there's a roar of engines, and they run to the window to have a look, and there's some planes flying over, and they say, look how nice they look in the hills.
I'm doing the sound effects.
Who is it, Alex?
And there's a couple little distant little bumps that go like boom, boom. And there's some of the guys like, oh, they're blowing up some dynamite down the old quarry. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's odd doing it on a Sunday morning.
Before 8 a.m. They were very specific with all the key factors to tell you it is the...
Aurora Borealis?
No. Japanese.
The Japs. The Japs are in town.
Yep. My next note is bombing. Lots of bombing.
Movie
finally gets exciting with 4 minutes to go.
It does. Exactly 12 minutes, actually. I did check this. The only 12 minutes worth watching was Pearl Harbor happening. And actually, that was pretty cool. Like, the planes were everywhere. They were shooting up the place. The effects are pretty good. Like, all that was awesome. I thought that was actually really good.
Probably where the whole budget went.
Yeah,
I don't know how they spent
no.
20-something million
No, it
dollars.
was exciting. So look, it really just like the next 10 minutes is them frankly trying to like organize themselves. They're all over the place. They don't know what's going on. They managed to shoot down one of the planes by all getting on the roof and just using machine guns to take it down. They got one down, but otherwise they had no idea what was going on. They were a mess.
Yeah.
Great part was something I liked was when Milton sent some guys to go get like ammo and guns from the munition stores. One guy was guarding it, like, you can't come in without the captain's orders. And obviously the captain's away. And so Milton runs up there and they're all trying to get in.
Just to paint the scene, there's literally planes bombing.
Yeah. And Milton's like, go let him in. He goes, I've got my orders. You can't come in without the captain's orders. And Milton just yells at him, all right, I'll make sure you get your medal. Take it, boys. And they just bulldoze through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So the bombing's happening. Prue decides that he needs to be back in the military.
Yeah, he wants to do his part. He's a true American at heart.
He's a lifer.
Yeah.
Lifer in the military. He says that earlier on in the movie. So he leaves Lorraine and tries to head back to the army.
Yeah.
Now, picture, the Japs have just finished bombing Pearl Harbor and other parts of Hawaii, and you're in the dark running around in the bush. What do you think happens next?
What a peanut. Such a peanut. So he's running around evading all these angry American military guys who've just been bombed by Japs.
And they're on edge.
On edge, big time. And so they pump him full of bullets.
Yeah. And then he's dead.
That's it.
Yep.
The end.
The end. I did have one other note just to add to the end there. The Army and Navy hated this film.
Oh,
Okay. Because they said it was a poor portrayal.
It was. They were fucking hopeless.
Yep. And the Navy actually banned it from being played on their ships.
People are weird. Anyway, that was the movie. So, Barrett, any final thoughts on this movie?
Never want to see it again.
Yep. Certainly won't be going in the pile of high quality old movies.
No.
All right, Barrett. How many Barretts out of Barrett?
It's getting 1. Okay. And the only reason it moved from 0.5 up to 1 was the bombing scene at the end. Of course, my score better not have influenced your opinion.
No, I just want to get this right. I don't want my pessimism to overtake my
It was
professional
outright
judgment.
boring.
I guess I really want to slate it because it's been a while since I haven't been that bored of a movie since Hamlet.
Yeah, we turned that off. And there was a few points of this movie I was pretty close to saying, Alex, are we calling this one?
So I asked myself, was it as bad as Hamlet? Probably not, because I mean, we finished it. But my standard has increased because the movies lately have been watchable and
they're about to get a whole lot better.
they're about to get a lot better. And so I feel like better movies are going to get 1 star. So I'm giving it half a star.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I thought it was hot garbage.
Yeah, no, it was bad. As I said, I started off at half. I was really on the fence between half and 1, and I gave it 1 just because the Pearl Harbor bit at the end was pretty well done.
Honestly, like it got half a star because of that scene. Otherwise, I can't even give it a 0. I would have given it a 0.
Wait, what? You were gonna? I don't think you've ever given a movie a 0.
Well, we can't. That's the
but
rule.
If we go back at some of the movies you've rated half a star, like what was it, Cavalcade? The one where nothing ever happened?
Yeah, but this movie felt like that too.
What was the other? What was the musical from 1929? Broadway Melody. What did you give that? Did you give that half a star? That was horrible.
I did, but you know what? That movie at least had some comedic value. Like whether it was because it was really like sexist or racist maybe, but like it had a little bit of that.
Yeah.
This wasn't funny.
No, this is very serious and
There's nothing, you know? Not that a movie has to be funny of this nature, but
do you know what it was like? I reckon I can compare it to something. It's like eating an entire box of Wheat Bix dry.
I hate Weet-Bix. I really hate Weet-Bix.
Imagine that. Just dry, bland, sucking the life out of you.
You know what I liken it to? Drinking a 6-pack of Coronas.
Oh. All right. New challenge. Coronas on Wheat Bix.
Without even lemon either. Just straight Corona.
No.
6 of them.
Nah.
Have you tried drinking Corona lately?
The only time I ever drink it is when it's free. And someone's like, what do you want? And it's like Ted's or Corona. And that Corona is the better of the worst options.
I actually would rather drink nothing. I can't stomach a Corona to save my life.
Oh, yeah, I drank one.
They are horrendous.
I drank one probably 3 or 4 months ago, but it was free. And I drank it with lemon.
I've reached a point where free beer isn't necessarily a better option than nothing. I can't do it.
Do you know what is a good option?
What?
This beer.
This was an excellent beer. So half a star from me. Yeah, tough luck movie. 1 star for Barrett. This beer though, that's a 4.5.
Yeah.
That's a good beer.
Hog Culture Brewing, Perth Hills.
What do you reckon? How many Barretts out of Barrett for the beer? Should we start rating the beer too? Oh my God.
Maybe.
I just did a thing.
Look, what am I comparing it to? Because if you like put the epitome of beer to me, like some of the creations that come out of One Drop are just
Okay. Hang on. Back. I think we should start rating the beers that we drink.
yes, but I need a bit broader scale.
Okay, so hang on. But if we're starting to rate them, then we're going to take this seriously, which means I need to review my own rating. Are we doing it?
Yeah, but it's got to be out of 10. I need more of a scale.
Okay, you need more of a scale for the beers,
Yes.
but we're doing the beers each episode.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Okay, how many Barretts at a Barrett for the
I don't have to turn this into a picture on Instagram, do I?
That might get us into some problems. Maybe not.
Okay.
But we do have to. Anyway, how many Barretts at a Barrett for the beer?
It's a 7.
I give it a 7.5.
It's really good. But the problem is I've been ruined by some creations by breweries such as One Drop and some others out there that are just...
It's at least a 7.5. I feel bad, actually. I feel like I should get an 8. But I haven't been drinking much beer lately, so it's probably tainting me. So yeah, I'm going to go 7.5.
I'm really happy. And the artwork. The artwork is fantastic.
Solid beer. Okay. Movie, half a star for me, 1 star from Barrett. Beer, 7.5 for me, 7 for Barrett.
Yep.
Don't watch it. Save yourself 2 hours of your life that we will never get back.
Yeah, just listen to 45 minutes of this hot garbage.
We did 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
And I don't think you have to edit anything.
No.
You just have to put in the music. Dum, 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 dum.